For those of us who are using Teams as our video platform, it can be very time consuming to have to create appointments in Teams and then create appointments again in TheraNest each week. So I am going to show you how you can create a repeating appointment in TheraNest. So, and I'm also going to show you how to edit that appointment and also how to make sure that your notes are not changed when you do that editing. So I'm going to start by creating an appointment. So you can do it from several ways. So whenever you schedule an appointment, you are asked to choose between a regular appointment or telehealth session. You only need to choose telehealth session here if you are using TheraNest as your video platform. In fact, you cannot create a repeating appointment in TheraNest if you are using TheraNest as the platform. You can only do it if you're not using TheraNest as a platform. So I'm going to just select regular appointment. And then I'm going to choose a date, which hopefully I don't have other appointments scheduled for that date. So I have 9, I'm going to choose, make my half hour time, I'll say 9 to 9:30. And so my service type, even though I didn't select telehealth here, I'm still going to select telebehavioral health mentoring because that's what it is. And then I see I have repeat event here. So it's automatically disabled. So I'm going to show you how to enable it. You see the telehealth session here. If you select that, you lose the ability to create a repeating event. So make sure that's not selected. So now, instead of disabled, I am going to enable it. So this is going to be every week. I think that's a Monday. And you can say the number of occurrences, or you can say the end date. Whichever it is, don't go too far ahead because any appointment you create, if you don't use it at the end of your sessions, you're going to have to go back and delete it so that we do not so that we don't charge for that, or you have to go back and cancel it. So just so you don't have too many to do. So I'm going to save that. So now if I look in my agenda and I look on Monday, let's see, go back to my calendar date. So I'm going to choose Monday the 12th. I can see my appointment, and you'll see that this has a little swishy arrow, and that is because it's showing me that it's a repeating appointment. And so on my agenda for Monday, you're going to see it. So I can add, and there I see my swishy arrow. So it says kept. So automatically it will default to kept once that date occurs, once that time and date occurs. So if you don't use it, you're going to have to change the status to cancel. I'm going to add the progress note for that appointment. And the reason I'm showing you this, I know you all know how to do progress notes, but I want to show you what can happen if you edit the appointment. Sometimes your notes can get disconnected from your appointment and how to fix that. So, of course, I'm going to choose, if I saw the student embedded in school, I'm going to choose school here. And then I'll put what I normally would do, but I'm just going to write the word notes so you can see what happens. So here's my notes. Okay. Now I'm going to save. I'm not going to sign until I've edited the time. So if I go back to my agenda for the day. So for example, this was my actual appointments on yesterday. So I have quite a few. And so what I usually do is I normally will have an appointment. I will write the note. And then at the end of the day, I will go back and edit all of my times as a separate event if there is something. So sometimes I'll do that out of order. So I want you to know what to do. So I'm going to go back to this appointment. And so let's say I need to edit the time. So I'm going to go to the appointment and I'm going to say this appointment went to 9:35. So this appointment goes to 9:35. Everything else is the same. And so then I'm just going to save it. So when I do that, if I go back and I look at the notes for this client, I'm going to see the note. But if I look at the details, notice that the appointment is no longer connected to the note. So it's still showing The service data time, it's still showing the duration in minutes, but it's not showing the appointment, so it can be confusing. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to, so instead of no appointment, since the appointment is there on that day, I'm just going to choose it, the one that I created. Then my note will be saved, and then I can save and save an e-sign in this case. So again, the procedure was what I do is I go to the client, I check the notes, I look at the note that I already wrote, look at the details, and then I make sure that my note is connected to my appointment. So do that if you ever change the time of your appointment.